The year is 1994. I'm at my doctor's clinic in Lindsay, Ontario. And Dr. Rundle says to me, "Ray, the specialist results are in. The diagnosis, in his opinion, is 98% conclusive of what your problems are. You have fibromyalgia." Well, fibromyalgia affects 6.2 million North Americans annually. It is not typical for a male in his early 40s to be diagnosed with fibromyalgia, according to my doctor. It would typically be a more inactive person, usually a female between 35 and 45. I did not fit the profile, so they did extra testing to verify, and they came up with 98% conclusive that this is what I had. The symptoms of fibromyalgia is muscle pain, connective tissue pain, and fatigue, to mention the three main ones. The pain can be very excruciating depending on the level that you are at. My doctor also stated that very seldom they had somebody test as high as I did. So I was untypical because I was in my early 40s, I was a male, and now I tested higher than anybody else that specialist that my doctor sent me to had ever tested. So I'm like, okay, I've had a lot of problems for a couple of years. We've now got an answer. What's the solution, Dr. Rundle? Ray, there is no cure. No cure. What am I going to do? Ray, there is nothing that you can do. We'll put you on drugs and we will manage the pain. When the pain level increases, we will increase the drugs. And when the pain increases again, which it will, we will increase the drugs. What am I going to do? Ray, there is nothing you can do. Now, what I would normally do in this situation is if you had an extensive disability policy that I don't think you have. You've been my patient for a lot of years now. I know you're a carpenter and you're self-employed, and I doubt that you have that type of policy. Now, if you worked down at one of the main factories and was unionized, possibly you would have that, but I don't think you have that. So you're going to have to change what you do. You no longer can work on construction the way you once did. I've worked on construction since I was a teenager. I have a construction company. Maybe I'll have to be more management and have the guys do the work. And I'll just tweak my estimates a little bit. But I'm 25% of the active workforce. It's a good job my wife has a steady paycheck. Every week her paycheck comes in, just like clockwork. She's a payroll manager and a bookkeeper and a bit of accounting and a bit of a secretary. Oh, she works for my company. Ray, you should know some of these side effects that I want you to watch for with the drug we're putting you on. The drug is called amitriptyline. You may not have all the side effects, but just for a heads up so you understand what you might be looking at. Weight gain, irritability, depression, confusion, seizures, heart block, arrhythmias, and possibly hallucinations. Nothing to worry about here, now is there? Now, how would you feel going home thinking about these things? How did this happen? I never smoked like my dad did. I never drank more than 8 or 9 ounces of alcohol a year, whether I needed it or not. And I was a non-repentant dessertaholic. That's the only little problem that I had. A few desserts here and there. There was one vacation we went to Vegas. And I was doing my research because I wanted to get better. I didn't want to stay in this particular state. So I was on a mission, and I was going to check out those long buffets that go down the length of the casino and around the corner to the dessert section. But I was going to eat really specially on this particular vacation. So I zeroed in on just one area of food to see if I could find some common denominators and do some research on it. And for the whole week, what I discovered was, after going to every buffet, in every casino, in every place I could find in Vegas, morning, noon, and night, and of course, a bedtime treat, I zeroed in on, you guessed it, desserts. I mean, after all, I've got a few challenges in life. I don't smoke. I basically don't drink except for those 8 or 9 ounces of alcohol a year, whether I need it or not. I think I deserve a bit of dessert. I hadn't made the connection that I might get what I earned or deserved. After 15 years now of searching and researching in my own way and using humans to experiment with it, I have been able to conclude that what we ate yesteryear is what we are today. In the next 50 minutes, you will be able to learn how to dramatically and positively impact your health and wellness